Wow, Turtleneck gang, what the fuck going on? If you're new to the channel, hit that like and sub button for me for the one time. Don't be no hating ass nigga like the rest of them. But yo, Turtleneck gang, we got some unfortunate news today, Turtleneck gang. We dealing with a motherfucking clown cake, Turtleneck gang. They're supposed to be in charge of two children. A parent Turtleneck gang, a grown ass woman that's a TikToker, torturing her two children. They're making them do dance moves, Turtleneck gang. They're making them do TikToks. She torturing them. They're making them, yes, no mom, yes mom, no mom, yeah, like shit like that, Turtleneck gang. We're gonna get straight into it, Turtleneck gang.
Hey, you guys, we're back again.
Are you?
We're gonna do a little video for y'all on our meal that we're preparing today. Mm. So remember, always get your family time in. Family time is always the best time, so get your family time in, you guys, always.
Oh really? Oh really?
Come here,
Oh
Fats.
really? Okay.
This is the baby boy right here. You're gonna see him in a lot of videos. This is Fats. Family time is the best time, huh? Yes. Family time is the best time. You love your family.
Why the kid look all
Love your
scared and shit?
family. Huh?
That's 40-year-old Zakiya Duncan filming TikToks with her children in their beautiful 4-bedroom house on Marina Atlow Lane in Harris County, Texas. Taking a look at the footage, you'd think nothing
Texas.
of it.
Shout out
It's just a
Texas.
mother spending some quality time with her family. 5 children, Nicholas, Zayden, Javia and Jared, all aged between 7 and 14, are normal features on the last few TikToks to be unearthed from the site. But it's hard to say how many they were featured in because the main TikTok account has since been deleted. What if I told you though, there wasn't just Zakiya and her 5 children living in the property, there was actually 9 residents. The first of
God damn. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot of motherfuckers, but that's kind of a big house. But god damn. 9 people in a crib. I couldn't wake up to just 9 people every day. Like, 9 is crazy, bro.
not yet
Turn that game. How many
introduced is
people
that
live
of
in your
Zakaya's
household?
27-year-old boyfriend, the children's stepfather so to speak, Jova Terrell, aka upcoming rapper YGB Joker. The only
Lame
information that's
ass nigga.
available about the other two is that they're
Every time, turn that game, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like every time there's a female or a content creator, whether there's a male or female that's a content creator, and they got children, the boyfriend or the girlfriend that comes in as the step parent or play the step parent role always come along with some upcoming rapper or upcoming cosmetic something like upcoming hairstyle or some shit. There's always some bullshit, bro. They in a relationship, nigga.
15-year-old twins,
I
a
want to
boy
hear
and a
that bum
girl.
ass
We'll
music.
call them Anthony and Jade. It's unclear why Jova hadn't appeared on the TikToks. Maybe he did in the deleted ones, but what we know for certain is that the twins didn't. And after Zakiya would show this great family life with her beautiful children, she had kept away a secret from her audience. That secret, you'll find out in just a second.
Oh shit.
You need some help?
Yes. Can you please let us in, please? We're
What's
two
wrong with you?
kids.
What? What happened?
Can you please? We just need somewhere to be right now.
No, we can't do that.
That's the two twins. They're barefoot, bruised, and they've just escaped their home, or what some label the House of Horror on Marina Atlow Lane. By this point, on
House of
October
Horror is
18th,
tough.
2022, they had spent the past 20 minutes or so.
Like, bro, let them kids in, my nigga. Let them kids in. I get it, bro. Like you don't want to. I get it. Nowadays, you can't trust nobody. But when you looking on your fucking camera, bro, and you see 2 fucking kids, bro, like 2 kids, bro, barefoot, like bruised, like 2 kids, bro, like it should register in your brain. Just open a fucking door. Like I ain't gonna lie, turn it again. That's just the type of person I am. Bro. I'm just gonna open the door. Like if these are the circumstances, just like this, I'm opening the door. Like,
Knocking on various doors in the neighborhood to seek refuge. Many people had opted out of letting them inside, it was in the early hours of the morning. But finally, after 30 minutes of knocking on multiple houses, a woman who's chosen not to be identified allowed them into her home. She would go on to ask them why they were pleading for help on her front doorstep in the early hours. What the twins told her is something that would chill many of you to your core. According to sources, the property on Marina Atlow Lane had been sold in July of
damn.
2022, and according to the twins from roughly July 1st, 2022, they suffered sickening abuse at the hands of their mother and stepfather. So
That's
what
fucked
happened?
up.
Upon entering the
It's always like that, turtleneck gang. It's always like that. It's always like that. It's always a family with the fucked up like two fucked up partners, and they on some weird shit. Like that's fucked up. Like it's crazy. Like those kids ain't deserve that. Like they ain't want to do no damn TikToks. Like 30 plus, and you want to wake up in the morning and she want to wake up in the morning and fuck wrong with her. She want to wake up in the morning and she ain't. Come on.
house, the twins were forced into the laundry room. This more than likely would have been within the first few
She
days when they
bugging.
arrived. They were handcuffed for months to a dolly. They were forced to drink chemicals such as bleach, Lysol disinfectant, and would have easy off oven cleaner sprayed into their mouths if they talked too much. Those same chemicals were poured onto their skin, including their genital area. Believe it or not, the twins didn't even know when they last took a shower. They had to use dirty mop bucket water to bathe. Well, what about if they needed to use the restroom? They wasn't allowed that either. They had to urinate and defecate on themselves. On a few occasions,
Bro, what the fuck is the world coming to, gang? Like, turtleneck gang. Am I hearing what I'm hearing right now? There's no way I'm hearing what I'm hearing right now. There's no way I'm hearing what I'm hearing right now. It's no way. There's no way. There's no fucking way. It's impossible, turtleneck gang. Dirty mop water? That is crazy. Nah, justice gotta be served.
they were forced to eat
Justice gotta
it.
be
At
served.
random, they would be hit repeatedly with extension cords, curtain rods, and metal poles, causing severe pain. X-rays later performed by medical professionals would show that Jade had suffered a right orbital blowout fracture and had also suffered trauma to her hands, causing them to be deformed and
What?
swollen. Anthony had also suffered fractures to the arms. The severely malnourished twins were allowed to eat roughly 1 to 3 times a week. They were given a single sandwich.
That's fucked up. No one should have to eat like that. 1 to 3 times a week, turtleneck gang. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine. 1 to 3 times a week. I eat more, bruh. What? I eat more than that sometimes on a day, on a daily basis. Turtleneck gang. On a weekly basis is crazy. Yo, she really was torturing her own kids like her own blood, that came out of her. Like she, yo, it be your own people, turtleneck gang.
Of either mustard or relish. They had to drink from the water supply valve that was used for the washing machine. Take a quick look at what Zakiya was cooking up in the other room while her 2 children were on the verge of being starved to death.
So this is our end result. Our stuffed bacon potato. I'm gonna add sour cream to mine. Our green bean bacon wrap and our bacon wrap chicken. This is the end result, you guys. Everybody have their plates. What's the baby plate? Okay, I got you.
Nah, what, bro?
So we gotta.
Both twins were given Benadryl tablets to force them to go to sleep. On one occasion, Anthony was given 24 tablets, which caused a seizure. After this, the dosage was dropped to about 20 tablets, which was the cutoff point to where the seizures wouldn't occur. Jova wasn't innocent in all of this though. He had too joined in on the abuse. Although most of the punishment was handed down by the mother, Anthony was hit on at least
Turtleneck gang, drop a fucking bomb for these 2 clown cakes. We using a fucking thumbnail for these 2 clown cakes. Fuck y'all. Look at them. Sitting there acting like everything's all good in the neighborhood. Turtleneck gang. Meanwhile, they kids is drinking fucking water from the fucking washing machine, bathing in mop water, eating 1 to 3 times a week. Turtleneck gang. That is beyond fucked up. Turtleneck gang.
2 occasions by Jova at the behest of Zakaya. After months of abuse, the twins bravely made an escape when they located the handcuff keys in their mother's purse hanging in the laundry room. Anthony placed the key into his mouth until the house was sound asleep, and that's when they made their break. When police eventually arrived on the scene, after the unidentified woman kept the twins safe, their children were spoken to, and when officers asked where the house was located, they didn't even know because since they had arrived in July, they hadn't stepped foot outside of the laundry room. When the house was finally located, every person, including the children, were gone. Zakaya and Jova fled the scene in a bid to escape justice. A short while later, however, they were caught in Baton Rouge, where the family
That's all what I was waiting for, Turtleneck gang. As y'all can see, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. That's all I wanted to hear. They were caught. They got caught. Fled the scene, got caught. Even Tesla's gotta get charged at some point. No matter what car you in, you gotta put gas in it. You gotta have money for gas. You ain't gonna just torture these kids and just think you could flee the scene. No, silly. Turtleneck gang. Drop a bomb for these fucking clown cakes. What they got going on?
originally lived before moving to Harris
Silly.
County. Although the teens stated the abuse had taken place from July through to October of 2022, some reports claim that the abuse goes back 10 years earlier. Now, it's hard to say if they were abused throughout the whole of the 10 years because the children more than likely would have stated that. But if we connect the dots, it looks as if the twins, or at least one of them, were abused in 2012 over in Baton Rouge. According to reports from the Times, Zakaya Duncan, along with the children's father Nicholas, were booked on one count of cruelty to juveniles after school officials had approached police about a potential child abuse situation at home. Officers were told that one of the couple's 5-year-old children had burns to the feet, genitalia, and buttocks.
Like, what could possess you to do that? Like, as a human being, like, what could possess you to, like, burn someone's feet in a private, like your own children? Like, why would you do that to your kid? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Turtleneck gang, like this is what it looks like. Turtleneck gang, when the devil get a hold of you. Like, this is what happens when you a weak-minded person and you got a weak soul and you just got no good going on. Turtleneck gang, and your life revolve around bullshit and you just like act on bullshit all day on a daily basis. The devil just come and consume you. He working overtime. Turtleneck gang. He consuming these clown cakes. These niggas is going to the carnival and they playing stupid ass games, turning that game. And we all know, we been here before. What happens when you play stupid ass games, turning that game? You win a stupid ass prize. Look at him. Look at him. Look at her. Down bad. 3,000 points. Look at them. Down bad on all fours. Bark, bark if you would. Drop a bomb for these fucking clown cakes, turning that game. What is going on?
Burns were consistent with being submerged in hot water, although Zakaya told detectives that she didn't realize how hot the water was. Shockingly, she went on to admit that she would force her children to get into a push-up position for over an hour, which caused her children's hands to swell. The 5-year-old in question was regularly forced to sleep on a closet floor with boards placed in front of the door to keep them from escaping or stealing food from the kitchen. That sounds eerily familiar. After the incident, the children were placed into care of the state, but for whatever reason, the parents got off with a slap on the wrist after claiming they didn't physically hurt the 5-year-old. So all children were given back to her under supervision. On one visit from Child Protection Services, a toddler and a 5-year-old child were at home by themselves without any supervision. The toddler had been wrapped in clothes and had his hands tied together, but somehow the parents were still able to keep custody of the children.
Accused of abusing and starving.
What the fuck? Who's responsible for keep giving these kids back to her? Like, they need to be questioned. They need to be arrested too. Like, what the fuck's going on? Did you not get the first report? Did you not get the first report? Like, they were being starved. Like, fuck if they weren't physically abused, like getting hit with a hand and shit. Like, bro, they being tortured, gang. Nobody supposed to be handcuffed to a fucking closet, bro. No one's supposed to be sleeping on a floor, bro. Like, they make beds for a reason, bro. Like, this is why homes, apartments, and houses have rooms, bro. You put beds in these rooms and you sleep upon these beds. Like, doesn't take a fucking rocket science to figure that out. But this is not like what's going on, turtleneck gang. Like, who's keep giving these kids back to her? Like, this shit is frustrating.
Her own children remains behind bars. 40-year-old Zakia Duncan appeared in court
Duncan.
today. Our
Zakia Duncan, eat a dick.
Berry joining us live with those details. Bryce?
Daniela, today in court we learned that this mother is pregnant with another child and that she may have deleted video evidence before law enforcement captured her in Louisiana.
At this point, I'm beyond confused, turtleneck gang. I'm baffled. I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. This bitch is a real life NPC. Like, she trying to have a team. Like, she trying to have a 12 multiplayer lobby going, turtleneck gang. Like, she trying to have more kids so she could torture. Like, she trying to have a lineup of kids that she could torture. Like, you three, clean the fucking garage. You two, upstairs, mop and sweep bedroom. You, make me breakfast. You, watch her make me breakfast. You two, come rub my feet looking ass. That's fucked up. She trying to have kids and treat them like they minions. Like, what's up with her? Like, this bitch is bugging out. Like, they better, man, listen, justice better be served, turtleneck gang.
Louisiana. Both of these developments, as a judge, is raising her bond to $4.5 million.
Yeah. Yeah. We love it, turtleneck gang. Justice been served. Dun, dun, dun. Justice been served. Justice been served. Justice been served. Dun, dun, dun. Justice been served. Justice been served. Justice been. Stupid ass bitch. That's good for her, turtleneck gang. You know she ain't got that 4.5 Eminem, so you know what that means. She gonna be stationary and a slammer. Thinking about what the fuck she did. And she pregnant too. Let her spend the rest of her life in handcuffs. Fuck is wrong with her? Handcuff her stupid ass to a closet for the rest of her life, turtleneck gang.
Zakia Duncan, the Cyprus mother, accused of
Look at her.
starving, beating, and handcuffing her twins before they escaped from their Cyprus home last month, appearing cuffed in an orange jumpsuit in a Harris County court Thursday, currently facing 4 felony charges.
There's going to be plenty more evidence that comes out.
Her other
Yes,
children
sir.
still need to be interviewed as part of the investigation into what happened inside this Cyprus area home where
And
the
that's a
family moved
beautiful
over the
home.
summer.
These kids were being starved for months. They were being forced to drink bleach, household cleaners, and being forced to ingest all sorts of toxic chemicals.
In court Thursday, prosecutors shared Duncan is pregnant with her 9th child. They're also looking into video.
This bitch pregnant with her 9th child, turtleneck gang. Nah, she was definitely on some mad scientist shit, on some human centipede shit. Look at her. Looking like Predator. This bitch is not even cute. Who knocked her up 9 times, turtleneck gang? Who got her pregnant 9 times, turtleneck gang? They need to be interviewed and questioned too. Like, are you sure? Like, sir, what state of mind were you in when you was conceiving a child with this woman? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is going on? What is going on in the world, Turtleneck Gang? When cases like this happen, all I'll be wondering is like, what the fuck made them want to do that? Like inside of like these like crazy ass people brain, like what made you want to do that to to your kids? Like what made you one day just like look at your kids and be like, drink this? Like why? Like who talked you into doing that? Like where did you see that at? Like how did you come up with the idea? Like that's not just some shit you just randomly wake up and say, let's experiment. Like that's not a social experiment, bro. Like you got the wrong idea. Like you took getting experimental to a whole nother level. Like you went about it the wrong way, sweetheart. Like you bugging.
Evidence she may
This
have
bitch is
deleted,
retarded.
something she told law enforcement about when they captured her in Louisiana after an Amber Alert.
I will likely be also looking into her mental state and hiring experts to accomplish that.
Yes,
We hope
sir.
those kids can get all the help they need. We hope to seek justice for them in this case.
And the co-defendant in this case, Duncan's boyfriend, is still jailed in Louisiana. Her attorney says he's not sure how far along she is in this pregnancy or who the father is. She is expected to be back in court in January. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
All right, Bryce, thank you. His bond was originally set at $500,000, and today that bond was increased to $1 million.
Woo!
With a Band-Aid over his eye, 27-year-old Jova Terrell appeared in court for the first time
Fuck
in
you,
Harris
Terrell.
County. Terrell's being charged with assault, continuous family violence in a case that has shocked the community.
These are the types of cases, child abuse cases, or really heinous cases like this with bad facts, where you're trying to protect people, where you're trying to make sure that your community is safe, and trying to get justice for your victim. He definitely was present in the home. There's no question about that. And that he was present while the kids were being assaulted, being
Yes,
tortured,
sir.
and that he had witnessed all of this. It's not entirely clear what the extent of his involvement is yet, but we're still digging and doing investigating to figure that out. It's just a question of, was he also participating in the assaults as well? There is some
Yes, he
evidence that
was.
suggests that
Yes, he was.
but we're trying to get to the bottom
Turtleneck
of
Gang.
all
Yes,
that.
he was.
Prosecutors say all 7 kids are in foster care and were forensically interviewed this week, meaning a mental health specialist in trauma interviewed them and recorded the interviews that are admissible in court. Video prosecutors say he's still reviewing.
It's rough to listen to everything. These kids were tortured, they were abused, and what happened to them was absolutely awful. And there's just
Turtleneck Gang. It's unfortunate that any kid have to go to foster care, but when it's circumstances like this, being tortured and shit, I'd rather them being near Turtleneck Gang than fucking, you feel me, having a life being put at risk every night. Because they parents want to live some fucking like false reality, like fuck the mom and fuck the step pops. Like that nigga not even no step pop. That nigga is a ant. Turtleneck Gang. Like that nigga is a bot. Fuck that nigga, Turtleneck Gang. Like they tripping.
going to be no taking that away from them in the future. They're going to live with it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will.
So it looks as if both scumbags will be locked up for a good portion of their lives
Perfect
now,
word.
and the kids will finally be able to live their lives out in peace. Going back to what I said at the start of the video, and you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Granted, the majority of cases we look at are smaller content creators, but it just goes to show you that not every perfect family is perfect. Remember, the internet is the internet, and even if you think you know someone, you really don't. And there's some sick, twisted people out there, like these two, who torture their own children, but live out a fantasy life over on TikTok.
Turtleneck Gang. My deepest prayers and all my love go out to all those children that survived all that bullshit, and also to the kid that she's about to give birth to. But as far as her and that step pop or that fucking bot, that ant, that loser, that fucking bum, that scumbag, they can eat a dick, Turtleneck Gang. Drop a bomb for these fucking clown cakes, man. What the fuck? Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about this situation. I hope justice is served. I hope they get the maximum time, Turtleneck Gang. I hope they be locked up so long, Turtleneck Gang, that they want to torture themselves. Fuck them. believe we sat here and watched this shit. That shit was low key crazy. God damn. Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about these clown cakes, and let me know if y'all think justice has been served today. See y'all on the next one. Practice good hygiene always.